5 basic fundamentals of life and success. Ladies and gentlemen, success is no accident. It is not the product of luck, chance, or mere circumstance. It is born from a foundation built on unwavering principles so fundamental that those who master them unlock the true power of life itself. Today, I share with you the 5 basic fundamentals of life and success, keys that open doors to extraordinary achievement and fulfillment. 1. Definite purpose. Success begins with a clear, burning purpose. Without a definite aim, your efforts scatter like seeds in the wind, some landing nowhere. Define what you want with absolute clarity. Know your destination, and your mind will guide you there, no matter the obstacles. 2. Faith in yourself, belief in your ability to succeed, is the invisible force that turns dreams into reality. Faith is the engine that propels you forward when the road is steep and the night is dark. Nurture that faith daily, for it will shield you from doubt and fear. 3. Persistence. Few succeed without persistence. The path to greatness is paved with failures and setbacks. Those who endure, those who rise each time they fall, eventually conquer. Persist when others quit. Persist when the world says no. This single habit separates the successful from the unsuccessful. 4. Self. Discipline. Your mind and habits are your servants or your masters. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It keeps you focused, organizes your actions, and strengthens your willpower. Without discipline, talent and knowledge are wasted potential. 5. Continuous learning. The world is ever changing, and success demands growth. The most successful men and women are perpetual students of life. They seek knowledge, refine skills, and evolve their mindset. Commit to learning as a lifelong journey, for stagnation is the enemy of progress. These fundamentals are not just ideas. They are the blueprint of achievement. Master them, and you master life. Clarity of purpose is power. The starting point of all achievement is a clear, definite purpose. Without this guiding star, you drift aimlessly through life, at the mercy of every passing breeze and whim. A vague wish or half-formed hope will never move mountains, nor will it compel the soul to extraordinary effort. True power is born only when you know precisely what you want, not vaguely, but in exact detail. Picture a ship without a rudder, tossed about by waves and storms, with no clear destination. Such is the fate of a person who lacks a definite purpose. But when your purpose is fixed, when your goal is etched deeply in your mind, you become unstoppable. Every thought, every decision, every action aligns with that singular aim. This clarity becomes a magnet that draws the right people, opportunities, and resources into your orbit. It awakens the subconscious mind, that vast reservoir of creative power, to work ceaselessly on your behalf. It dispels confusion and fear, replacing them with confidence and unwavering resolve. Do not settle for vague ambitions or fleeting desires. Craft your purpose with precision, write it down, speak it aloud, feel it burning within you like an unquenchable flame. Then commit yourself fully, heart, mind, and soul, to its pursuit. In this clarity lies the foundation of all success. Without it, you may struggle endlessly. With it, you become a force of nature, capable of overcoming every obstacle and achieving what others deem impossible. Self-belief is non-negotiable. Belief in oneself is the invisible foundation upon which all great success is built. It is the spark that ignites the fire of ambition and the steady flame that fuels every step toward your goal. Without this faith, the most brilliant plans and the greatest talents remain dormant, overshadowed by doubt and hesitation. When you truly believe you can achieve, your mind begins to work in ways that align every resource, every thought, and every effort toward that outcome. This belief is not born from empty optimism or wishful thinking. It is forged in the crucible of determination and experience. It is the understanding that failure is not a permanent condition, but a lesson and a stepping stone. When you have unwavering faith in yourself, obstacles become challenges to overcome rather than reasons to quit. Your belief acts as armor, protecting you from the voices of naysayers and the paralyzing grip of fear. Moreover, self-belief transforms your entire being. It reshapes your attitude, your language, and your habits. When you believe, you speak with conviction, act with purpose, and attract others who share your vision. The energy of belief is contagious. It radiates from you and pulls success closer with every confident action you take. This force is powerful enough to move mountains, not because it guarantees an easy path, but because it ensures you never stop moving forward. To cultivate this belief, you must nurture your mind with affirmations of strength, visualize your triumphs with vivid detail, and surround yourself with influences that reinforce your faith. Doubt may visit, but it must never be allowed to take residence. Your belief in yourself is the wellspring from which courage, creativity, and perseverance flow. Guard it, cherish it, and let it guide you relentlessly toward the life and success you deserve. Persistence is the ultimate differentiator. Persistence is the secret ingredient that transforms dreams into realities and plans into achievements. It is the steadfast refusal to surrender in the face of adversity, the determined push forward when obstacles block your path. Many begin their journey filled with enthusiasm, only to abandon their goals at the first sign of difficulty, but those who persist, no matter the odds, are the ones who ultimately rise to greatness. Success is rarely instantaneous. It demands effort repeated day after day, action taken long after excitement fades and fatigue sets in. Persistence is not a momentary burst of willpower. It is a consistent, unyielding force that drives you beyond discouragement, beyond failure, beyond the voices that tell you to stop. It is what separates those who achieve extraordinary success from those who remain trapped in mediocrity. Consider the nature of setbacks. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Each no, each closed door, each disappointment is a lesson cloaked in disguise. The persistent mind recognizes this truth and treats failure as a guidepost, a message from life nudging you to adjust your course, to try again with renewed strategy and vigor. Without persistence, these lessons are lost, and failure becomes final. True persistence requires more than stubbornness. It demands intelligent effort. It is the ability to learn from experience and to adapt without losing sight of the ultimate goal. It is a relentless belief that there is a way forward, even when it cannot yet be seen. The persistent individual moves with purpose, crafting new paths, refining methods, and refusing to be defeated by temporary setbacks. Persistence also demands patience. The fruits of your labor may take time to appear, but the persistent person keeps sowing the seeds, confident that harvest will come. This patience is active, not passive. It is a focused endurance that balances hope with hard work, faith with practical effort. Without this balance, persistence can become frustration or blind insistence. Many have given up just before their breakthrough. History is full of stories of those who quit moments before success knocked at their door. The lesson is clear. Persistence means holding on longer than the obstacles hold you back. It means waking up each day ready to try again, even when yesterday's effort seemed to fail. It means trusting in your purpose and your faith when the world doubts you. The power of persistence is magnified when combined with other fundamentals like self-discipline and faith. Discipline ensures you keep working even when motivation wanes, and faith keeps your spirit buoyed during the darkest hours. Together, they form an unstoppable triad that propels you forward with fierce determination and steady resolve. Remember, every great achievement, every towering building, every monumental invention, every inspiring story of triumph is the result of someone who simply refused to quit. Persistence is not glamorous or easy, but it is effective. It is the difference between those who dream and those who do. If you choose persistence, you claim your place among the relentless, the courageous, the unstoppable. You become a force that no adversity can break and no challenge can defeat. Persistence is your pledge to yourself that no matter what happens, you will keep moving forward, because success belongs to those who endure. Discipline shapes destiny. Discipline is the unseen architect of success. It is the quiet, steady force that molds intention into reality and potential into achievement. Without discipline, the greatest talents and most brilliant ideas will wither like seeds scattered on barren ground. It is discipline that orders your day, governs your habits, and shapes your character, the very foundation upon which your destiny is built. Many desire success, yet few possess the discipline to pay its price. Discipline requires sacrifice, consistency, and the courage to choose long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. It asks you to deny comfort today for triumph tomorrow. Those who master this art develop the power to resist distractions, overcome procrastination, and maintain focus, even when the initial excitement fades or life's challenges threaten to pull them off course. The mind, left to its own devices, is a battlefield. It craves ease, succumbs to temptation, and often chooses the path of least resistance. Discipline is the commander who directs your thoughts and actions toward your goals, refusing to allow weakness or indulgence to dictate your destiny. It is the strength that holds your feet to the fire when motivation ebbs and the comfort of surrender beckons. Furthermore, discipline creates momentum. Each disciplined act is a brick laid in the construction of your future. Over time, these acts compound, building habits that become automatic, ingraining success into the very fabric of your daily life. This momentum powers you forward, turning small victories into grand achievements. Without discipline, however, progress is erratic and unreliable, leaving your dreams as fragile hopes. Discipline also cultivates self-respect, and the respect of others. When you keep your commitments, control your impulses, and consistently act with purpose, you send a message to the world. You are someone who can be trusted, someone who honors their word. This reputation opens doors and attracts opportunities that are denied to those who lack self-control. Remember, discipline is not punishment, it is freedom. It frees you from the chaos of scattered efforts, from the tyranny of bad habits, and from the unpredictability of wasted potential. When you wield discipline, you command your time, your energy, and your thoughts, the three most precious resources in your life. This command empowers you to design the life you desire instead of reacting to circumstances. It is important to understand that discipline is a skill, not a trait reserved for a chosen few. Like any skill, it can be cultivated and strengthened through deliberate practice. Begin by setting small, achievable goals, then honor them without fail. Gradually, your capacity for discipline will expand, enabling you to tackle greater challenges and pursue loftier ambitions. When discipline is combined with purpose, persistence, and faith, it forms an unbreakable foundation for success. It channels your energy efficiently, reduces wasted effort, and empowers you to endure hardships without faltering. With discipline as your ally, you take control of your destiny, turning dreams into plans and plans into achievements. In the final analysis, discipline shapes destiny by transforming your inner world and, consequently, your outer reality. It is the bridge between where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. Cultivate it, guard it, and let it guide your journey, because the destiny you desire is reserved for those who master the discipline to claim it. Learning is a lifelong commitment. The journey to success is not a destination. It is a continuous voyage of growth and discovery. To succeed in life and in any endeavor, one must embrace learning as a lifelong commitment. Knowledge is not a static treasure to be gathered once and stored away. It is a living, breathing force that must be constantly renewed and expanded. Those who rest on past achievements soon find themselves overtaken by change and left behind in a world that moves relentlessly forward. The most successful individuals are perpetual students of life. They understand that mastery is not a final stage, but a continuous process. Every day presents new lessons, new challenges, and new opportunities to deepen understanding and sharpen skills. This hunger for knowledge is a hallmark of those who refuse to settle for mediocrity or complacency. It is the driving force that fuels innovation, creativity, and adaptability. To commit to lifelong learning is to acknowledge your own limitations and embrace humility. It requires the courage to admit that you do not know everything and the discipline to seek out wisdom from every source: books, mentors, experiences, even failures. It is in this humility that true strength is found, for the mind that remains open to growth is a mind prepared for greatness. Moreover, learning does not come only from formal education or instruction. Life itself is the greatest teacher. Every experience, success, and setback contains valuable lessons. Those who reflect deeply on their journey extract insights, and apply them become wiser and more capable. This reflective learning turns mistakes into stepping stones and setbacks into springboards for future triumphs. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace. Technologies, industries, and social landscapes shift constantly, demanding that you adapt or be left behind. Lifelong learning is the armor that protects you from obsolescence. It empowers you to anticipate change, to innovate, and to seize new opportunities before others recognize them. Without this commitment, even the most talented become vulnerable to irrelevance. Learning also fuels confidence. When you expand your knowledge and skills, you increase your sense of control and preparedness. This confidence empowers bold decisions, calculated risks, and the resilience to face uncertainty. The fear of the unknown diminishes when you are equipped with the tools that continual learning provides. Importantly, lifelong learning is not limited to your professional life. It enriches every facet of your existence, your relationships, health, mindset, and spirit. It sharpens emotional intelligence, broadens perspectives, and deepens empathy. The person who commits to learning becomes not only more successful, but more fulfilled and connected to the world around them. To cultivate this commitment, develop the habit of reading daily, seeking mentorship, attending seminars, or engaging in discussions with those who challenge your thinking. Set learning goals as rigorously as you set performance goals. Replace complacency with curiosity, and replace excuses with the hunger to know more and be better. In the grand tapestry of success, lifelong learning weaves the threads of progress, innovation, and resilience. It ensures that your growth is not limited by circumstances or age, but propelled by an ever-expanding horizon of possibility. When you dedicate yourself to this path, you transform not only your future, but the legacy you leave behind. Failure is feedback, not defeat. Many fear failure as though it were the end of the road, a final judgment on their worth and ability. But failure is not defeat, it is feedback, an essential message from life that guides you toward your ultimate success. Those who understand this fundamental truth transform every setback into a stepping stone, every stumble into a lesson, and every closed door into an opportunity to find a new path forward. Failure is the greatest teacher, though it is often misunderstood and feared. It exposes weaknesses in your plan, gaps in your knowledge, and flaws in your approach. To shy away from failure is to remain blind to the realities that must be confronted and corrected. To embrace failure with an open mind is to accelerate your learning and increase your chances of ultimate victory. When failure visits, it tests your resolve and your character. The weak see it as a signal to quit, while the strong see it as a call to improve. This response is the dividing line between those who succeed and those who do not. Failure reveals who you truly are, whether you will crumble under pressure or rise with renewed determination. The pain of failure is temporary, but the lessons it imparts are permanent. Each failure adds a chapter to your story, enriching your experience and strengthening your wisdom. It is the accumulation of these lessons that sharpens your insight and prepares you for greater challenges and larger triumphs. Fear of failure breeds inaction. It is the silent killer of dreams, paralyzing the mind and chaining ambition to the familiar. To succeed, you must break free from this fear and understand that every great achievement is born from a willingness to risk failure. The path to greatness is littered with failures, each one a necessary part of the journey. The greatest innovators, leaders, and achievers have failed countless times, yet they persevered. They used failure as a compass, adjusting their course, refining their methods, and improving their resolve. Their stories teach us that success is not about never failing, but about never quitting. Failure also cultivates humility and resilience. It teaches you to accept that perfection is unattainable and that mistakes are inevitable. This acceptance allows you to move forward without the burden of shame or self-recrimination. Instead, you replace regret with resolve and disappointment with determination. When failure strikes, pause not to despair, but to analyze. Ask yourself what went wrong and why. Seek the lesson hidden beneath the surface. Then use that insight to strengthen your strategy, sharpen your skills, and renew your commitment. This process transforms failure from a dead end into a launching pad. Above all, remember that failure is not a reflection of your value as a person, but a temporary condition on the road to success. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Those who do will find that failure, far from being a defeat, is the most powerful tool in the arsenal of achievement. Surround yourself with positive influence. The company you keep has a profound impact on your thoughts, your beliefs, and ultimately your destiny. Success is not achieved in isolation. It is shaped and nurtured by the influences that surround you every day. The people, the environment, and the energy you allow into your life either lift you up or drag you down. To move toward greatness, you must intentionally surround yourself with positive influence. Positive influence acts like fertile soil where your dreams and efforts can take root and flourish. It nourishes your spirit, sharpens your mind, and fuels your motivation. Those who surround themselves with optimism, determination, and wisdom absorb these qualities like a sponge. In contrast, negative influence stifles growth, breeds doubt, and drains energy, leaving you stuck and discouraged. It is often said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is no mere cliché, it is a profound truth. When your closest circle embodies ambition, integrity, and perseverance, you are naturally drawn into those same qualities. Their successes inspire you, their habits guide you, and their encouragement sustains you through difficult times. Seek mentors and companions who challenge you to grow rather than those who accept complacency. Surround yourself with those who hold you accountable, who speak truth even when it is difficult, and who celebrate your victories with genuine enthusiasm. Such relationships elevate your standards and push you beyond what you thought possible. Beware of the subtle poison of negative influence masquerading as comfort. Toxic relationships, pessimistic attitudes, and destructive habits can seep into your life unnoticed, slowly eroding your confidence and resolve. Protect your mind and heart from these influences as fiercely as you would guard your most precious possession. The environment you inhabit also plays a critical role. A cluttered, chaotic space breeds confusion and stress. A clean, organized environment fosters clarity and focus. Just as a gardener tends to their plants, you must tend to the conditions around you, shaping your surroundings to support your highest aspirations. Technology and media are powerful influencers in modern life. The messages you consume daily through news, social media, books, and entertainment shape your world, you and mindset. Choose these inputs wisely. Fill your mind with ideas that inspire, challenge, and empower, rather than those that breed fear, doubt, or negativity. Positive influence is not merely about external sources. It also begins within. Cultivate a positive internal dialogue, nurture your self-belief, and feed your mind with affirmations of possibility. When your inner world is strong and optimistic, you are better equipped to resist external negativity and maintain your course. Finally, remember that influence is a two-way street. As you surround yourself with positive forces, strive to be a positive influence in return. Inspire, uplift, and support others on their journeys. In doing so, you create a powerful cycle of growth and success that lifts not only yourself but everyone around you. Taking full responsibility for your life and results is the cornerstone of true empowerment and success. It is the realization that you are the master of your destiny and that every choice you make shapes the path you walk. To blame circumstances, others, or fate is to surrender your power and become a victim of circumstance. But to own your decisions, actions, and their consequences is to claim your birthright as a creator of your reality. Responsibility begins with awareness, the recognition that no one else controls your thoughts, your emotions, or your actions. You are not merely a passenger on the journey of life, you are the driver. When you accept this truth fully, excuses lose their grip. Instead of seeking reasons why something cannot be done, you focus on how it can be done. This shift in mindset is transformational. Taking responsibility means looking honestly at your failures and shortcomings without denial or defensiveness. It requires courage to admit mistakes, learn from them, and take corrective action. This honesty builds character and strengthens your resolve. It turns setbacks into opportunities for growth and failure into valuable experience. Without this ownership, learning stalls and progress is impossible. Moreover, responsibility empowers you to create solutions rather than dwell on problems. When you see yourself as accountable, you no longer wait for others to fix your circumstances or rescue you from difficulties. You become proactive, seeking ways to overcome obstacles and improve your situation. This initiative is the hallmark of every successful person. Responsibility also demands discipline. It requires consistent effort to align your daily actions with your goals and values. It means keeping promises to yourself and others, managing your time wisely, and making choices that support your highest ambitions. Through this discipline, you build momentum and create the life you envision. The habit of blaming others or external conditions is a trap that leads to stagnation and frustration. It removes the sense of control and fosters a victim mentality. Such a mindset drains energy and clouds judgment, making it harder to find effective solutions. By contrast, responsibility clears the fog, bringing clarity and focus to your efforts. Taking responsibility extends beyond personal affairs. It shapes your relationships and reputation. When you accept accountability, others recognize you as trustworthy, reliable, and strong. You inspire confidence and attract opportunities. People want to be around those who stand firmly behind their words and actions. True responsibility includes managing your mindset and emotions. It means refusing to let negative thoughts, fears, or doubts dictate your choices. Instead, you consciously direct your mental energy toward positive, productive outcomes. This mastery over your inner world is essential for navigating the challenges on the path to success. Ultimately, taking full responsibility is a declaration of freedom. It breaks the chains of excuses, victimhood, and helplessness. It places you firmly in the driver's seat, capable of steering your life toward any destination you choose. When you embrace this principle, you unlock the full power of your potential and begin to live with purpose, passion, and unwavering confidence. Remember, success is not something that happens to you. It is something you create. With purpose, faith, persistence, discipline, and continuous learning, your potential is limitless. The question is simple: will you embrace these fundamentals today and step boldly toward your destiny?